Somebody asked if doesn't the wood cause the zip ties to break? Nope. As you can see here, these are all the original zip ties. They're all still there on every one. It's nice and firm, it's not going anywhere. Hubby and I did, when we originally built them, we did put a few wooden dowels under the levels just to give extra support. And I'm thinking now that we have the guinea pig cage up there, we might want to put some here and here. But as you can see, I used a lot of zip ties because I have seen some people's CNC cages or storage cube cages and they seemed a little flimsy. So we were really, really careful on how it looked. But as I said, it's been 2 years and we haven't had any problems. Everything looks good. So Rocky and Honey were actually in the closet. We took the closet doors off and then built them a 4 cube long by 4 cube tall by 2 cube wide condo. So again, this fits the HRS and Rabbit Rescue's size because it is a little shorter than an X pen, but in the shortness it makes up in wideness because technically this pen here is I'd say 1.7 grids wide because we did have to overlap them a little bit. It's a little narrower but longer. This one's a little wider but shorter. So it's still lots of room for 2 rabbits. And what we did was originally these were 4 separate cages all together. But then when Honey and Rocky were fixed, and they were fully bonded, my husband cut a hole and put a ramp there and connected the 2 cages so that now they have a 4-level house. So at the top there, you'll see there's their snuggly bed and some toys. What you doing, honey? What you doing, baby? Hi. Oh, you like those? I just put those apple sticks in today. We had picked them up from my aunt's last weekend, but I had to let them dry because that day it was pouring rain, so I let them dry in the garage and put them in today. But yes, so this top level has their snuggly bed, a mobile thing I made which Honey has been destroying, which is good, that's what it's for. Just some of their other toys. That's their second water and food dish. And down here is their water and food dish. I'll just move that back there. Some balls. They have lots of toys in here because Rocky loves to throw stuff. In the back, where Honey is, I've layered cardboard because she loves to dig in those areas. And she's actually wearing down the tile there. I've bought new tile, but with the way that the cages are, it's going to be really hard to get in there and replace them. So for now, I've just put cardboard there because she can chew and dig that all she wants, so it's not going to hurt anything. And go down here. So there's their hay and litter. There's Rocky. Hi, baby. Hello. Oh, by the way, they have 2 veggie balls. One's right down there. The other one was actually right where Honey was, but I don't think he saw that. There's their Heidi house box. Here's their box. It's dark under here. I'm still using binder clips to keep my cage doors closed. I found this to be the best thing for me because they are the perfect size. So see how there's no leeway? There's no way that door can open. And I use quite a few because Rocky has crashed into it before and knocked it open when I only used like 1 or 2, so that's why I use 4. But I think a pack of like 75 binder clips is something like $5 at most office supply stores, so don't worry about it being pricey. And they last. Like, these are the same. I think I've had to replace 1 or 2 because sometimes the little bits do break off them. But I've just found this to be the best because any kind of latch or anything that I found, it was too loose that the door would sag, and to me that just gives your rabbit an opportunity to try and break out. Layout wise, they haven't changed in the last few years. But, oh, I know something else. They were saying that I didn't have enough toys in the cage. When we first made that video, the first picture where Honey and Rocky are just on the bottom level because we hadn't even built the second level, that was at like 11 o'clock at night, and we just put them in there so that they would have the extra space, so because we wanted to see what they were going to be like in there. So we had just kind of put the essentials. I took the picture to show the size difference, and then we went to bed, and then the next day we started on the second level. And the same thing when we first got them in here. I mean, they did come from store-bought cages to this, so for a little bit, yeah, I didn't have a ton of other things in here because I needed to go get them. I didn't know how much space we were gonna have, and but mostly it was just like we had just finished the cages and I had taken video along the way. So clearly you guys can see they're very happy buns. And I mean, if anyone's watched my other videos, most of the time my videos are them having their floor time. There is no shortage of toys in any of those videos. So don't be worried that they don't have enough toys, or that they don't have enough space, or that they're not getting enough exercise. They get out every night for at least 2 to 3 hours. And then during the day they're in these, which is more than enough room for them. Oh, and the reason that theirs will never be combined into one is simply because Ollie can't be neutered. He has a very pronounced heart murmur. Because of that, Willow is spayed, but they only have floor time together because, of course, most of the time Ollie is chasing her to mount her. And Willow, I'm really lucky, Willow is so good with him that she will let him... Sorry, I'm just watching Honey and Rocky right now because Honey's having a nice little bath and it's really cute. But yeah, so Willow is really... okay. That's why his food dish is in his litter box, because he loves to tip it and play with it. So because of that, Willow and Ollie can play during floor time, because Willow is really fast. She's the fastest bunny I have, and Ollie is the slowest, mellowest bunny. So he can't keep up with her, and she just finds it fun. So when they're out of the cage, she's got lots of room to get away from him. I didn't want to, you know, combine their cages and have him stressing her out, chasing her all the time, because I didn't think that was fair. She can't really get away from him, and unlike floor time, which is a couple hours a day, that would be 24/7 of him trying to, bugging her and trying to hump her. And so that's why we've got it this way. They can still see the other rabbits because of the way the cage ends up there. But as you can see, there's enough space here that they can see each other, but nobody can reach anybody to start a fight. So it's not like they get lonely, because they do get to play together every night. But just during the day, they can see the other rabbits. They can't get to them to start a fight or anything. And that way they still get to interact with them, even if they can't, these two can't be with each other 24/7. And honestly, these two get in little snits sometimes too. I guess they're lovers' quarrels. But you never know right now because they're all snuggly together. So anyways, that's the cages 2 years later. They're still working out great. Rabbits are still loving them. They have lots of space. They're happy. But that's it for now, guys. See you later.